Hi, Eric Lanask here. We are in San Jose for our TMC Roadshow, and I'm talking today with Trilliant's Sonita Lontoh. Sonita, thanks for joining me.
Thanks for having me.
It's good to see you again. I think we've probably got a lot to talk about regarding smart grid and what's been going on at Trilliant. What's happened since the last time we talked?
Well, all right. Well, a lot of things has happened, Eric. So we actually launched our flagship product, which is the Trilliant Connected Energy Platform. And I want to share with you some kind of like improvements and differences, So as you know, Trilliant is a global smart grid communications platform company. Our connected energy platform is really a combination of like a lot of the technologies that we've been doing, like all these years that we've perfected, So it consists of a network, both on the cellular and mesh side. We also have a universal head-end software and services. And one of the kind of like competitive differentiation in our connected energy platform is the fact that it's globally available. So we use globally available standards-based solutions that can be deployed anywhere around the world. And also we have a modular architecture. So what that really means is even though our platform can enable utilities to deploy end-to-end smart grid, but instead of, because we understand utilities have diverse territories depending on how big they are, like some utilities have urban, rural, extra-rural territories, and we also understand they have different business drivers. So as such, there is no one technology solution that can solve all of their needs and all of their territory, right? And our connected energy platform has the breadth and depth of technology and also a modular architecture that can serve whatever it is the business needs and the territory that the utilities are looking for to deploy and gain benefits from.
So with a modular type solution, does that means that utilities don't necessarily have to go in and do a full end-to-end implementation? They can start with one piece or another.
Yep, exactly, if they choose to, So let me back up a little bit. Smart grid, if you look at smart grid, it's really the end-to-end smart grid means is the layering of intelligence across the whole energy value chain, right? From generation to transmission to distribution to the meter, which is in our homes and buildings, to beyond the meters, which is inside our homes and buildings, smart appliances, electric vehicles, solar panels. So I think in the past, a lot of utilities have gone on the big bang deployment for the metering part, But, sometimes situation changes, their business drivers change. And these days, maybe some utilities want to actually deploy the distribution automation first before they go with metering. Or some might want to go metering, but also want to deploy a network that's robust enough that, the network that they have deployed for the metering can also be used for distribution automation. So as such, Trilliant Connected Energy Platform, because it's modular and it has a combination of the technology, it will be able to help utilities to pick and choose, like which application do they want to deploy first, but at the same time, when they choose that network for that particular application, because of the platform nature of our solutions, they can also use that platform to build other applications in the future.
Does that ability to deploy piece by piece help Trilliant as you're approaching utilities?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, definitely. Because especially as we go globally, so we're not just in North America. As we go globally, we find that depending on where a utility is, the regulatory structure might be different. So I'll give you some examples. So in the UK, for instance, we're working with one of the largest, energy retailers there. And because of the competitive nature of the energy market there, so they really would like to deploy smart grid solutions. Part of it is to be able to offer competitive differentiation offerings for their customers, for the end consumers. So with that, they might need a slightly different solution than, let's say, a utility here who is looking to deploy like a large metering infrastructure. So that definitely helps because of our modular, because of our breadth and depth of technology, we can work with that energy retailer in the UK. Another instance is in Latin America, for instance. In Latin America, a lot of the solutions are driven by revenue protection, So it's less energy efficiency, but more revenue protection. But again, given our global platform, we can deploy in Latin America. We also have applications that will enable the utilities there to actually gain benefits from the business drivers that they're looking for, which is revenue protection.
So I think it's no secret the benefits that can be gained and achieved through smart grid deployments. What needs to happen to drive increased adoption and deployment of smart grid technologies?
Yeah, I would say maybe like a three-prong approach, you know, like from the policy side, there needs to be a comprehensive, I would say, like the policymakers and the government needs to have strategic focus and resolve to have kind of like a comprehensive policy strategy from the policy side. And I think from a consumer engagement side, you know, the utilities or energy retailers, the government and the vendors, all of us need to work together to do a better job to actually articulate the benefits of smart grid to end consumers. And I think a lot of us have learned, you know, from the lessons learned that have been done in the last few years. And I think moving forward, I think we will do a better job. All of us as a group will do a better job to actually explain to end consumers what are the benefits of smart grid.
Excellent. Sonita, thank you so much for joining me here on TMC Roadshow in San Jose.
Thank you.